It's Wisdom Wednesday with growth coach Gina Grebinger and production leader Robert Filial from the Moore Mortgage Group, powered by Annie Mac Home Mortgage.
Hey, Gina.
Hey, Robert. Robert, big question for you this week. Tons of competition out there, tons of mortgage companies. So how do you separate yourself and the Moore Mortgage Group from everyone else out there?
There's a lot of ways, honestly, and I think for us as a group, it's I feel like a broken record because it's we talk about the same things, right? It's value add to loan officers, it's technology and marketing support, it's having the right products, it's having having pricing that's competitive and a pricing policy that allows loan officers to win, right? Especially like one of the big challenges that is present this year and that people are going to be dealing with is margin compression and a volatile rate market. We're seeing it, So those are some things that we do to separate us from the market, the rest of the market. I think at the end of the day, it comes down to mindset and really just the approach that we take to this business. Listen, the reality is nobody wants to get a mortgage. Nobody. I mean, hey, sign here and you go into debt for 30 years, right? No one wants a mortgage. They want the house. And the mortgage for most of us is part of the process of obtaining the house, right? So we're very much selling something or providing something that no one wants. So how do you make that fun, and how do you set yourself apart from the competition as you do that? Well, you try to do it at a world-class level. You try to do it, from a service standpoint that exceeds all others. You set expectations and then meet them or beat them. You over-communicate. You take responsibility. You do all of those things that we know that are important and vital, but frankly, that some places don't do, some loan officers don't do. You answer your phone. What a novel concept. The phone rings, you answer it, and you deal with it. Now there's space block's important, and when you're space blocked, don't answer your phone. But you're not space blocked all day, 5 days a week, right? So I think that is a big thing that sets us apart from the competition. Just the way that we approach things, the mindset that we have, the finding a way to say yes versus finding a way to say no. Listen, every loan file that comes through here, we could find a reason to say no, and we can make it a challenge. And so it's finding the ways to say yes, and pairing off of that, not only saying yes, but making it as easy as possible for the customer to navigate the process, right? Like we talk to our loan officers about, we're the artists of the file. We're painting the picture, right? So looking for ways to reduce or minimize the required documentation from our clients. Looking for ways, taking that next step. We get insurance quotes for every one of our buyers, right? We reach out to 3 agents and get insurance quotes, and we send an email to the buyer. We blind copy the agents, and we say, hey, meet our buyer. They're buying this address, blah, 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 primary, whatever. They need an insurance quote. Please send it to them. Mr. Customer, you're going to get 3 insurance quotes. You'll have the agent's email at that point. If you have any questions, please deal with them. They'll answer. For whatever reason, I don't know why, customers are intimidated as hell to shop for insurance, right? So when you're intimidated by something, what do? You procrastinate.
Right.
So then that's where we end up with, it's 2 days before closing and you don't have insurance and you haven't made any calls, and now we're up against it. So we realized, hey, why don't we go ahead and get those quotes for them, at least 3, and then that opens the door. Plus, we get to use insurance agents that we know, like, and trust, right? They don't have to go with them, right? There's no coercion, but 90% of them probably do, I would say. And it takes that anxiety and, it smooths it out, right? So that's one small example, but things like that, we teach our processors, like, if you need something from the customer that's public record, don't ask the customer for it. Go get it, right? That just makes the whole process easier and smoother. And less cumbersome. Nobody wants to get a mortgage, and the more difficult that we make it, the less they want to do it. The other thing that we do, I think this is a big piece. If you guys aren't doing this, I would highly encourage you to do it. As we ask for things, whatever it may be, we explain why in the ask. So
That's huge.
It's huge. It's the detailed ask, and here's why we're asking. Because as humans, as Americans, as it's our financial data and our personal information, we automatically put up a roadblock, right? Well, why do you need my bank statement? Why do you need this? Why do you need... So what we found is that when we ask and explain simultaneously, we get a heck of a lot less pushback. And that sets us apart.
I love that.
Yeah.
Customer service is key.
Customer service wins. We're in the mortgage business, but really we're in the realtor check delivery business. Right? Our job is to make sure our agents get paid, and we do that through excellent customer service and providing mortgages. So, at the end of the day, we're a customer service business.
That's right. Love it. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thanks, guys.